Hey guys, Resale Rabbit here with ResaleRabbit.com, and it is day 2 of Thrifting Tucson, and I am excited. First store of the day is a St. Vincent de Paul. First find is this alarm clock. Sony alarm clock's always worth looking at. They want $4. I'm gonna get 40. I also got 3 Wii Fit boards for $1.25 each. Directly across the street, we are at Miracle Center Thrift Shop. I may need to get a loan for this purchase. I spent a whopping $2.50. I bought this CD player. It is beat up, but it works, and I'm gonna get about $50 for it after fees. And this sealed set of ink, I'll get about $38 after fees. First rate, second hand, third store of the day. Let's go in. This thrift store was very interesting. They had a ton of display cases, but none of them were locked. Anybody could just go in and look at it. You didn't need to even ask for someone, which was interesting and felt very wrong. But I got a brand new copy of Wii Sports for $3. I've sold these before new. If I remember right, I'd get about 60 bucks, give or take. It's based on my previous sales. I got a Polaroid camera. I spent $2 on it, and I should get about, I think it was like $30 or $40 after fees. But I had one big find. Let's take a look. This Dyson air multiplier. I know the lighting is terrible, but you can see they had an eBay listing on it here, $199. They were asking $150. I convinced them to do $125. There's nobody on this listing, but similar ones on Amazon are selling for about $300 to $400. I'm expecting about $250 after fees, so I'll double my money. I just found a full-service gas station. They pump my gas, they wash my windows, and he seemed very grateful about the tip. Like he didn't expect to get one. So that was nice. I love full-service gas stations. I hate getting out to pump gas, although in this weather it's not so bad. Now we're at a thrift store called the Speedway Outlet, which kind of makes me nostalgic. When I lived in Indianapolis, there was a Goodwill outlet called the Speedway Outlet. So this one is nothing like it, but let's make some money. At this store, I bought this picture frame. It's brand new. I paid $5. I'll get about $20 after fees. And I also got this dance pad. I paid $3, and it's worth about $50 after fees. However, I need to get the game. I can see the game being anywhere from $1 to $5 at GameStop. Let's go to the next one. And right next door, a Humane Society thrift store. At this store, I got a nice little animal print bag, and in it is about $50. I got an old Canon camera, a 38mm. Now, this could be a common thing or not. I have no clue. The rank is 9,000 in camera. It's going for about 50 bucks after fees. I'm willing to take the risk on $5 to see if it will sell. Let me pull it out here and show it to you. Standard looking camera. Something that I've passed up many, many times, but we'll see. Just walked into Goodwill. At this store, I bought a router for $5, or $4 rather, and it's worth about $30 after fees. And right across the street, we're at USA Pawn. Always be careful with pawn shops that might try and hustle you. This is one great example of it. They had, first off, I looked at an iPod. It was an iPod Classic, worth about $120. They wanted $41, and it had been sitting there for a while, which is why it had been dropped down that much. So I looked at it to try and buy it. It didn't have a charger. I asked the guy if he had a charger in there that I could use, and he wouldn't let me use any other chargers. There was another similar iPod that had a charger. I just said I want to use it to test it, and he would not let me use it, which that was my first inkling that there was something amiss. Then I finally got the thing turned on, and it said that it wasn't working. Something about contacting Apple support. I don't know what the issue was. It was making some clicking noise, but clearly wasn't working. I showed it to him, said it doesn't work. He said, okay, and he put it right back in the case where it was. Then they had a camera in there that was marked a little below retail. I just wanted it for myself. The guy said it came with the charger, so I had him bring it out, and I looked at it, and that wasn't the right charger. I know this camera specifically, and I know that the charger is one of those where you take the battery out of the camera, put it in the charger, and then plug that into the wall. He gave me a USB cord. I even tried to use the USB cord to charge it, thinking maybe it was some weird feature I didn't know, and it wouldn't work. That wasn't a charging port. They were trying to essentially get me to buy it without a charger, without being able to test it. And after I saw what the issue was with that iPod, I wasn't buying anything there untested. But I did walk out with this game here. I spent $7.99, and I'll get about, I think it was like $16 to $18 after fees. Nothing in this store, but we've got one last store to go to before the end of the day. I would like to point out that every single store that we went to today is on one street, all of them within a block of each other. It's pretty awesome that I can hit all of these. I lost count a while ago, but I hit them all in about 3 hours time. And the last store of the day is a Savers. It's actually much smaller than most Savers, so let's hope the quality's up. At this store, I found one item. Let me walk out in the sun so you can see me. Trivial Pursuit Kids. It's worth about $40 after fees. It has a pretty bad rank, about 250K in toys, but it will sell eventually. I paid $6 and some change, whatever tax ended up being. That's it for Tucson. It was a lot of fun the last couple of days. I made a decent amount of money. The van's full, take a look. Now we are heading east. I am going to be in El Paso next. See you later.